I am not sticking around long, but I also found some abandoned apartment buildings. Holy shit. I got pictures, don't worry. But look at that. That's insane. All the doors are open. The windows are broken, so I'm not sticking around. I suspect probably people squat in here. But I just wanted to show. Look at this. Abandoned apartment buildings. There's a bunch of junk on the ground. Look at this. Look at all of this. Holy crap. I don't really want to stick around out there, but it's a whole entire abandoned apartment complex. I got a couple of photos, but I don't want to really stick around. But there's a whole other side of this abandoned neighborhood. It looks like this whole area has just been bought out and then not. I don't know if I really want to go down this extremely sketchy. I am not going to go inside, Andorra. You pray. You pray. What I am going to do, Andorra, if you want to see some cool abandoned stuff, though, I just drove through an abandoned neighborhood and filmed that. So if you go check that other video, there's that. So, yeah, I turned down another side road really close by, and I saw that there are other abandoned houses. So it's really, this whole area has a bunch of abandoned stuff. I mean, look at this. Here is it goes nowhere. It's just a driveway, and it probably went to this house up here that I'm going to show you. By the way, I'm near some kind of business up here. Up here it doesn't creep me out as much, but look at this. Here is basically just the foundation of a house that driveway went to at one point. And it turns out there's even more. So this whole area has just all kinds of abandoned stuff, and I'm kind of wondering, we are in a more impoverished part of town. I wonder if these houses were bought out. I'm going to show you guys some other stuff, so just hang with me. This house on the main road is abandoned. It's completely abandoned and open. I'm not going to pull in their driveway because I'm a little nervous, but there's a bunch of just rubble of houses and all sorts of abandoned stuff. That one's abandoned. And then here we're at Sylvia Dean again. I'm just going to turn around down here. Just stick with me for a second, guys. I'm turning around. So we've got several abandoned the entire neighborhood. And out of curiosity, yeah, it looks like it did get hit with gentrification. Like, that's abandoned right there on the side of the road. I'm going to go down here with one. I have to go back to work, but I just want to show you guys. So it looks like the neighborhood is abandoned, but some of these side roads are also have abandoned houses. Well, Andorra, you should go to some abandoned mines and live stream if you can get an internet connection. I'm just going to go down here one more time, but this place is honestly pretty creepy even during the day. Amber, I found some abandoned apartments. It's really cool. I don't even, honestly, I wouldn't, it could be Jamie, but there's a lot of torn down houses here too, so my suspicion is that it just got bought out and then left. This is a whole little neighborhood, and again, I'm not going to go, I'm a little nervous, honestly. This is not a place that you should really go by yourself. So down there's some abandoned apartments. I'm trying to think if I should drive down there one more time just to show you guys. I'm going to do it one more time just to show you, and then I am leaving. And I'm going to roll up the window too. I think it's probably fine, but it's pretty creepy. You guys think ghost hunting is scary, so I was driving down here just to see what was down here, and I saw like some old, furniture and stuff. And then I thought it was an abandoned house, but it turns out it's an entire abandoned apartment building. And the road goes down even further, but I'm honestly scared to go look. This would be a cool place to come with like a big group of people. My doors are locked. Hey, Lindsay. This is what I do on my lunch break. Look, abandoned apartments. It's like townhouses. So, and I'm not going to go down any further because I honestly think probably people are in there, and I don't really want to bother them. But I thought it was really crazy. I got some pictures. I'm going to do some research and write about it. Thank you so much to Josh Drummond for telling me about this stuff. He's the reason we know it's here. Abandoned apartments. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around. You guys are going to have to watch me do that. They're really pretty. Like, honestly, it looks like it was probably a cool place. The road goes down further, and honestly, at this point, I'm a little too scared to go further. So that's not going to happen today. When we have a bigger group, we might come out. Again, I will never, ever condone going inside these places unless you are allowed. But I think that there's probably no harm in simply driving past. I would rather drive past with a group at this point. I wish you guys could see it. Oh, and look at this. An abandoned, like, apartment complex or townhouses. That window is smashed. I got some cool pictures. I'm not going to go in. Well, I would never go in, but I'm not going to go any closer. Yeah. Guys, if you want to have seen a cooler look, earlier in the video, I actually went... Yeah, it does there. And earlier in the video, I actually, drove up to the abandoned houses in a neighborhood. There's an entire abandoned neighborhood. And I also drove up to these abandoned, looks like townhouses or apartments. So if you want to see the abandoned apartments, there's a couple of things you can do because this video is wrapping up. But you were probably interested, which is why you're looking. So if you want to see the abandoned houses, the abandoned apartments, there's some rubble. Watch this video from the beginning. I show you the abandoned apartment buildings, and then watch the other video where I actually go through the abandoned neighborhood. It's pretty creepy. There's a lot of abandoned houses out here. And I'm going to actually write an article on it tonight. It'll get published. We'll have pictures. The pictures will allow you to get a better view at what was going on in there. And, of course, I will do some research and try to find out a little bit more about why these places were abandoned and what's going on. If you do choose to come look at them, honestly, it's a pretty sketchy area. I would suggest coming with a group. I would suggest coming during the daytime. And do not get out of your car. Just walk around. Because honestly, it's a little bit scary out here. All the doors are opened. I suspect people are probably living in there and squatting. So, I would not, going by yourself or trying to go inside these places. But you can look at my article tonight and check out my article. It'll have some great photos. And we'll try to investigate a little bit more of what happened out here. Alright, bye guys.